Ah,
Ah,
ah.
we have done the thing.
We have done the
Yay.
thing. Why? Why start like that? Why? Hello, everyone. Welcome, friends, to
Welcome.
our very unique.
Welcome.
Welcome. It's our Patreon exclusive AMA. This one is for July. We are 7 AMAs, actually 8, because we did a bonus one. 8 AMAs into the year, and goodness gracious, it's hot.
Wow.
It's
Really?
hot, and we are this far into the year, and I don't want to think about it because the Halloween decorations are out at the craft stores. And though I'm excited,
That's funny that
and
you
I
mentioned
love
that. We've
it.
already started our planning. The second Halloween ended last year. We already started planning for Halloween this year.
I love it. It is, I mean,
How
there's
we
not a
do.
wrong time. It's just so hot that it feels wrong, but like my heart wants it, you know?
I hear ya.
Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, you know, before we get to all things orange and pumpkin-y, we're going to talk about all things green. Why green? I don't know. It was a fun topic, and you guys all rose to the challenge. There's some great questions in here. And I learned some fun facts, and this is gonna go well, I'm sure. Fun fact, yeah, we're green
I'm
today.
listening. I'm also working.
Also, I thought that there were gonna be more Muppets questions. I was very surprised that there was like not a single like Kermit the Frog question, but here we are. That's fine. It's totally fine. Or aliens. I thought we'd get some aliens. But in the meantime, before we do any of these questions, before we jump into it, I think we need to roll that lovely AMA footage. Whoa. Oh,
I gotta say, that is some pretty groovy theme music.
right? I love our little AMA like aesthetic. We got this cute little like pink and yellow, orange and purple robot.
Seriously, and that robot music is killer.
Heck yeah. All right.
Yeah.
I say we just jump right into these questions in the order in which I received them, friends. And there's a two-parter because you guys on our Discord are little gremlins, and you feed into each other, and I love watching everything that happens on Discord.
I believe the correct term is enablers.
Yes, because the very first question we got is, how green are solar panels really, by Quinn Kevin?
That's a great question, and I am actually qualified to answer that question.
I would love to hear the answer to this one, in your opinion.
I mean, besides the fact that you want to take money away from big electric, I guess, corporations, my electric bill last month was $0.
So cool.
$0. And yeah, that doesn't suck. As far as like, the how much is it to like make it, and the carbon footprint, and how much are you offsetting, and all of the other things that are affiliated. You know, you can't really get by in this world without making a stink.
Yeah, it's true.
I am finding that there is very little that a person can do that doesn't fill the air with the funk of 40,000. So, you know, make the differences, the changes that you can. Do what you can when you can. Oh, wrong one. So here I am. I'm trying to make buttons.
Heck
but yeah, I would say it's worth a shot. Do it if you can.
Yeah, I mean, it's sort of like the paper straw, plastic straw thing. Listen, if there's a paper one there, grab it. If there isn't, you're trying your best. You're trying to save the turtles. When the opportunity's there, take it, pack your own straw, you know, one of those. Do it where you can. Also, fun little green thing that I love, since we're talking about being green, dryer balls. It's a very funny name.
Oh,
But
I
those
love
little-
dryer balls.
They're great. You
The
put
dryer
little, like-
hedgehog too.
yeah, they make the little hedgehogs, and then the wool ones. Ooh, look at that. I can't quite see what the image is, though.
It is Echo from the.
Oh, it's Echo.
Sound.
Yes. Oh, how cute is that?
So these
I
are just going
love
to be little giveaways for people that order things. Because
Yeah.
I'm just cutting what I can out of stuff.
Yep. This is awesome. Yeah, so folks, if you're gonna buy stuff, we have a bunch of random giveaways because I know of another thing that we have that I think is gonna get thrown in perhaps. It came up on our show last night, but that's neither here nor there because a lot of things did.
What?
Yeah, no, so we had to on Underworld last night, the bit
Yeah.
that we actually managed to do before Mother Nature decided to get mad at us. There was a moment where Nardo Lee, our one of our three heroes, had to present an offering to the god of war that they encountered, and he offered a slice of pizza. And everyone was like, pizza money for Nardo. So he offered pizza
Yes.
to
Where
a
is
god.
my
Yeah.
pizza money? I made some pizza money.
That's what I was saying. I think there's also pizza money for those of you who would like to order something from the merch shop and get a little freebie going.
That's how I do because I don't know why, but I'm always like making little test samples of stuff, and I'm like, oh, well, this isn't good enough to sell or whatever, and then next thing I know, giving it away.
I like these though. I think they're a cute little gift, and then you can always sell like packets of them. Collector's items. Collect all 5 or something.
Yeah, I have to get better at cutting them out, which on Amazon Prime Day, I ordered a circle cutter thing.
Okay.
That like automatically one punch, it's a circle versus this rough
like
and tumble. See.
Oh yeah. Oh look. Oh my god, it's Kazoo. I love it.
I'll just stick them in this little bag that I made.
That is the coolest. I actually went back and re-looked at that image you sent me today because those are so neat. Yeah, map of Magecroft zip bags is one of the coolest things that has ever come out of this channel. I definitely want one. I'm going to purchase one.
I don't know, man. You didn't play the Merfolk Adventure, and we made this. So that was clucking awesome from the map making episode that we did. Right? So we ran. I don't know if anyone's here, so I don't mind just talking off topic of what the.
Everyone's probably gonna watch this later. That tends to be the case. Yeah, this will be around.
So, looking awesome for the map making episode on how to make a map.
Mm-hmm.
We ran the episode based on the map that we made collectively as a team. So that map, I have an emotional connection to.
Yeah.
Because I was there. You guys were there. The whole audience had a say in what goes where, and that was pretty baller. And so that, I'm going to say, is my favorite map. Nice. Even though it wasn't anything anybody asked. But between you and me, that was my favorite map.
It is a good map. It reminds me that I should, next time we do any kind of like cartography show, again, I should get a real map of the Sourcelands and really lay it out. I don't think we have it like sketched out for real. I just have notes.
Yeah.
Yeah. That nice southern tropical Viking place. I love our Urt.
We do have a good Urt.
Yeah. It's a fun place. There's all kinds of things. I love that we're adding to it. I love that we added last month's contest winner on Patreon got to name a city in the source lens that is now on like Describe It.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's I forget the name. I don't have it pulled up, but Gabe
Oh yeah,
described
Gabe's
like a
awesome.
yeah. Gabe described this like city of glass that wasn't really of glass, but like sparkled like it was. Oh, it was so cool. And I'm like, all right, you win. So it'll be
That's
added in. I
awesome.
can't think of the name. I apologize, but yeah. Anyway, all right. I have a fact. I have a fact here about solar panels. Since we could just talk off
Okay.
topic the whole
Tell
time.
me, how green are solar panels really?
I could not find a definitive answer on that because, like you said, it is sort of still up for debate. However, what I did find was a very fun fact was that people tend to say, well, if it's not sunny out, they don't work as well, or they're not going to work, or is it worth it because it's always cloudy or whatever. And according to Chemex Ventures, on average, solar panels generate 30 to 50% of their potential on cloudy days and 10 to 20% on days with heavy rain. So even when there's like no sun and there's bad weather, it's still going to work at the very least 10% of its capacity, which will power your stuff, apparently, allegedly.
And we had nothing but sunny days for the June, right? It was like heat index and all that.
Mm-hmm.
So June was my bill for June was $0.
Nice.
And you can't beat that.
No, that is literally, you literally cannot beat that.
And actually, here's another fun fact. I get paid. I get paid for having green energy.
Nice.
They give me money.
I think a bunch of states are doing that.
Yeah, I think I got how much did I get last time? $73, I think.
Nice.
So they paid me $73 to run my pool pump 24 hours. My pool heater, the lights, my computers, to stream.
Cool.
Okay, it's only $73, but better than nothing, you know.
That's still winning. That's still winning above everyone else.
Yeah,
I love it. In that same vein, we had Sally AE coming in with the enabling, who said, "Oh, also electric vehicles and wind turbines." In the same vein, and I have a couple fun facts here for those too. Speaking of electric vehicles, though, has anyone seen a Cybertruck in the wild? Because I saw my first Cybertruck in the wild, and it was.
Like to just let you know, they're the worst.
It looked like a cartoon. It looked like I was playing Minecraft on the highway. I couldn't believe that it really looked like that. Like, I know it looks like that in pictures, but I had to think like, oh, when you see it driving down the road, it might look like a parade float, but it won't look like that. And it did. It's like a glitch in the Matrix. You're just like,
it's not finished rendering.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. All pixelated.
Can we get some more pixels all up in here?
I know. So yes, I'm glad we share a sentiment that they just do not look like any car I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Sure. Listen, live your dreams, okay? But man, they are wacky to look at. Whew. All right. I don't know. I had to ask that question because they're just wild.
I appreciate these questions. I have a friend who is a real estate agent, and he is on the road all the time. Like his office is his car.
Sure.
And he has to have, because he has to like ferry customers around, or clients, or whatever they're called in the real estate lingo. He has to ferry them around from house to house while doing showings, right? Well, he has a big, we like to call it the space car. It's like kind of, he used to drive a Jeep Cherokee, and so it's one of those that he is all electric, and he loves it. It is a game changer. It's also a brand new vehicle, so
nice. Yeah, as long as you can find places to charge it while you're out, which you usually do. That's great. I learned, now you would think that EVs are brand new, since we haven't really been talking about them very long, but the first practical electric vehicle, technically, is thought to be the vehicle created by William Morrison in the year 1890.
Let me tell you a story about that.
This
Up
is
in
great.
New York, in Rhinebeck, there's
Okay.
the old Rhinebeck Aerodrome, which does,
Okay.
has working biplanes and working World War I era planes, and they have
Mhm.
a little mini tank, like one of the first personal vehicle armored tank things, and it's so cute. Anyways, they have this thing where it's part of their air show for the day, and you can ride around. What is it? If you participate in their fashion show,
Mhm.
part of the fashion show is you get to ride around in the antique vehicles. And I got
Nice.
to ride, not just ride, but drive an electric vehicle from 1902, I want to say,
That's
that's
really
still
cool.
running. I mean, they restored it, but
Sure.
and but the funny thing is it was done like a boat. Had a rudder to drive to steer, and the gas was like this boat thing here. And you
Huh.
pushed it forward, and there
Yeah.
wasn't a brake. It didn't have brakes. You just pulled back on the not gas, but the
Yeah.
forward, because I think it was an electric vehicle, and it blew my mind that I'm
Huh.
driving. I'm like, you never hear about how close we were to having electric vehicles first.
Darn Henry Ford doing Henry Ford things.
Oh yeah, you think? Maybe. Maybe.
All right. We were also asked about wind turbines. And I know very little about wind turbines. I looked up fun facts about wind turbines today, and the one that I thought was the most interesting was that if you were to try and figure out how tall a wind turbine is, because really big is just really big, they are as tall as the Statue of Liberty. That's how tall each wind turbine actually is, which is way
Liberty is
bigger.
not as tall as you want it to be.
I'm wondering
We
if
keep
it's
thinking Statue of Liberty is taller than it really is. It's not that tall.
I mean, is it with the pedestal or without? Because I feel like the pedestal's the tall part.
Oh, asking the hard questions. Yeah. Hi,
Did you hear
little
about
buddy.
the meteor that exploded over the Statue of Liberty? Like burned up in the atmosphere like 40 miles up. But it
When did
was
this
there.
happen?
This
Like,
happened on Tuesday, I believe, like around 1 p.m. There was a sonic boom that was heard around like New York City. And it was
wow.
from a meteor that it didn't hit anything because they burned up, but it burned up right over the step. And I was like, I think we're living in a simulation at this point because that's too ridiculous after everything in the last like 10 days.
Do you remember Thundar the Barbarian, the cartoon?
Yes, but I'm trying to remember. I can't remember what it looked like, but yes, I'm looking it up right now. But I do
Kind of
remember
like
the
a
name.
He-Man sort of thing,
Okay.
but a barbarian version with like fur shorts. But he had the page boy
Yes.
blonde haircut,
Yes. There he is.
and it was Ookla and Ariel, and he had the light sword. So the story about Thundar the Barbarian is it takes place after a cataclysm happens to Earth, and the
Okay.
catastrophe was a comet flew between the Earth and the Moon, messing up the gravitational field, wonking the atmosphere, all kinds of
Okay.
stuff. Buildings crumbled, mountains rose, volcanoes and everything, and then magic was made alive for some reason. I only mention this because coming up in the near future, and I do mean like the near future, in the next month or two, there will be a comet passing between the Earth and the Moon. For real.
So we should get our fur loincloths ready to go. Just have
I'm
them.
surprised you don't already have two. I've got a whole selection. I'll do a
That's
fashion
fair.
show.
That's fair. I should make one for Salami anyway for the next live stream. So I mean,
that'd be so cute.
not that Salami's alive or anything, but you know, I could still dream. I could still make one.
You know, they won't let Salami die. They won't let Biff die, and Biff only existed for like an hour and a half.
Biff is already one of the most beloved characters on the channel. That was a masterpiece, and I still talk about it to anyone who will listen to me. I love Biff. Oh man. If anyone's I hope that it infected everybody who's watching The Boys right now, because there was the season finale, I think yesterday or last night or the day before, and I hope everyone just heard Biff. Yeah.
Well, I did definitely base Biff on Butcha.
Yeah.
A cross between The Boys and the Mighty Boosh.
Yep.
Eels.
That song was so good. All right. Speaking of British accents or the lack thereof, we were asked by Kara Chappell to rate all 3 Grinch movies by quality and explain our answer. And as a reminder to those watching at home later on, there were 3 movies, 3 official movies. How the Grinch Stole Christmas in 1966. Also, How the Grinch Stole Christmas in 2000, starring Jim Carrey. And there's also The Grinch in 2018, starring Benedict Cumberbatch doing an American accent. Yep. I loved that movie, and I'm not embarrassed.
Really?
I loved it. I would not put it anywhere near the other 2, but I loved that movie. I thought
wouldn't even call it good.
I would even call it good because there are 2 scenes, just 2. And I obviously the ranking is either going to be the original or the remake with Jim Carrey as number 1. But they're flip-flopping.
Original.
Yeah. Original top number 1. I'll also agree with you on that one. I will put the original as number 1. I will put the Jim Carrey one as number 2. Very close. But there are 2 scenes in the new Grinch that sent me. And for those of you who know, Lady Evangeline and I went out for a girl date, and we got our nails done, and we put on Christmas sweaters, and we went to go see a matinee of this at like 3 in the afternoon on a weekday. We were like the only people. It was so good. And there's a joke where like they're being chased through the city by like rabid Christmas carolers. So like they'll be just like, it's like, oh no, Max, we have to get away. They're gonna find us. And then like he turns the corner and like dead-eyed Christmas carolers are like, God rest ye merry gentlemen, let nothing. He's like, oh no, we gotta go. Like it's very funny. It's such a good scene. And also, the Grinch is like, there's nothing wrong with me, Max the dog. There's nothing wrong with me. Everything's fine. I'm perfectly fine. And then it just shows an image of him like playing the organ very, very sadly and then shoveling forkfuls of pasta into his mouth. And then it cuts back to him and he's like, I'm fine.
How seen am I? Jeez, man.
Yeah. So that's what I have to say on this topic. But I would like to know why you would rank yours in the order that you do.
I mean, I would have to say the original first, hands down, simply because original, and I would say I haven't seen the third one, so I can't speak to it. But the Jim Carrey one really bothered me.
Oh, no, really? Was it just the outlandishness?
Yeah. Well, I just like they were trying to humanize the Grinch and they were trying to give him a backstory to create sympathy and, you know, oh, poor little guy was beat up as a kid or made fun of as a kid. No, dude, he was an asshole. The end.
You know? I want that as a Christmas sweater.
No, dude, he was an asshole. The end. And anyone who tries to pretend that he wasn't, or he was justified in any way, shape, or form, it's like, what do they call it? There's that
Not
thing where you,
a redeemable anti-hero or something like that.
I'm sure there's like Maleficent is a redeemable anti-hero. I loved her. She was fantastic. But, they didn't invite her to a party, and that is justifiable for homicide. You don't mess with the Fae. Come on.
That is true. I really appreciate that the narrative is now like she's Fae. That's the whole answer. You just don't.
She was always Fae, wasn't she?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, yeah. But I don't know if we knew that casually watching.
Well, no, it was when they said that they didn't invite her. They invited all the fairies, but they didn't invite her because she would have been the 13th guest, and the 13th guest is unlucky.
Oh.
And that's what I grew up hearing as far as the story goes. Maybe not the Disney version, but like, yeah, they were mean to her.
Yeah, I'd be mad if you didn't invite me just because I'd be the 13th person.
They invited every other. Imagine they invited the entire cast of Nat 21 Adventures except you. Like,
I don't know that I would curse your baby, but I would definitely like put a whoopee cushion in your car. Put like a bumper sticker that says like honk if you think I smell like pee. I don't know. Like I'm coming up with
honk
stuff.
If you hate babies.
Yeah, like just I would mess with that person. I definitely would. You're right. Yeah. She's
So
very redeemable now. Look at that. But the Grinch, he's just an asshole.
He was just an asshole. Even with the backstory they gave him, still an asshole.
That's fair. However, I will give credence to the best thing to come out of that movie, which is Miss Martha May Whovier, an icon for the ages. The girl that was his crush in school that grew up to like get engaged to the mayor, and he's trying to like win her back.
Was she the woman, the mom?
No, she was played by Christine Baranski, and she was just this like glamour queen that was like Miss Whoville and like all this. She's just glamorous.
Yeah,
and
she's like the main female character.
Yeah. She's cool. She can stick around.
Great character. She was in one of those like Christmas movies that was like, oh, I can't remember.
She's been in so many things.
Rose, what is that actress's name? Kathleen O'Hara, and the woman that you're talking about. I have this image of her with the family unwrapping gifts, and it's a pair of slipper socks, and she says, "Thank you for the slipper socks, Karen, Joe, Mary, and Tom." Like the whole family pitched in to get this rich woman one pair of slipper socks and put everybody's name on it. Do you know the movie I'm talking about?
I have no idea, but it sounds like the most Christine Baranski role in any movie, and I believe she's one of those actresses that just shows up and stuff, and you're like, oh, yeah. For those of you, comment below, or actually just send us something on Discord or something if you know what movie we're talking
Leary was in the movie, and he was like a robber. He was stealing.
I'm looking. All right, I need to look it up because now my interest is piqued. I'm not waiting. I'm not waiting for you folks at home to eventually watch this and tell us what it is. I need to know. Dennis Leary was in it too? Man. All right, hang on.
Yep, I'm just cranking out buttons. Here's one with Pan and May.
Aww.
Doing what I can.
Yes, look at that. Oh, they're cute.
What is the name of that movie?
I'm looking. Oh gosh. Oh, she's been in so many things. I'm gonna look it up. While I am looking it up, I hope that Kara is satisfied with that answer because I think we've gone into depth on our Grinch preferences. Because the next question is: green food or drink on St. Patty's Day? Yay or nay? Going from one holiday to the next.
No. No green
No.
food. No to the green food. No to the green beer. I have German and Irish heritage. And so I'm historically Irish on every day of the year except for St. Patrick's Day. And on that day, I am German.
That's really funny, actually. You're just like, you know what? I'm just gonna eat sauerkraut today. But I'm not gonna diet green.
So I will fuck up a potato every day. They are the most perfect food. Truly
it's called, the movie is called The Ref, 1994 movie. A cat burglar is forced to take a bickering family hostage on Christmas Eve. I'm adding this to my list. I love everyone in this movie. That's great.
Oh, it's a great movie. And just her deadpan, I think of that every time I'm giving somebody gifts. I imagine like how she would deadpan thank me for that gift. Would she be genuinely appreciative, or would she deadpan go, thank you?
Yes, thank you for these
entire
stickers.
Family.
All right. I'm also gonna go with the general no on the St. Patty's green. I don't think it's not bad. If you like it, you like it. But like it does turn everything green. So like you drink the green beer and it's
everything.
Everything. Yeah. Or even like green candies, it's gonna like dye your hands. I don't know. I've seen some stuff, man. I've seen some things. At least, the very least,
things
don't die a whole.
More questions.
More questions than answers. Don't dye a whole river green either, please. Don't do that.
Dude, that bothers me so much when they're
gonna
do
get
that.
Confused. They don't need it. They don't. You can party it up. You can have a great. You can paint yourself green. That would be fun.
I have. That's why I decided to do this. This is because I've been a goblin, man. I've gone green, full green. Never go full green.
Never go full green. Oh man. All right. Who do you think? I like this question. Who do you think would win at poker? The Wicked Witch, the Incredible Hulk, or Gamera? Discuss.
I've been thinking about this, and I have answers, and I'm willing to show my work. I believe Gamera would win because poker is a game of luck and bluffing, and I don't think the other two have the capacity of bluffing.
Fair. Because I would agree with you. I've thought it through a little bit as well. I feel like they'd all start out okay, except for the Hulk, because we're saying that it is not Bruce Banner, it is the Hulk. Because if it was Bruce Banner, he would win. I would put my money on him. But it's not. It's the Hulk. But I think the Wicked Witch could try, but I think she'd you're right. She wouldn't bluff that well when it came down to it.
I'll get you. It's people with power are terrible at bluffing because they don't have to. People with power, people just believe in it and agree with them because it beats the alternative.
Yeah. And there would be like monkeys like trying to distract. She'd be like answering all of their monkey questions, just totally distracted. Makes sense. Yeah. More movie characters. Who actually shot first, Han or Greedo?
Well, depends on what version you're watching, but Han.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I feel like answering this question is dangerous because you're going to alienate someone based on your answer.
What kind of fool child thinks Greedo shot first?
I've seen it on the internet. I don't want to make anybody mad at me.
And well, you know what else? It's like it's such a point blank range. Greedo's not going to miss.
Right. It would be in self-defense either way, to be perfectly fair.
Yeah.
There
I'm
is
not
an
judging
image out
anyone
there.
for-
Yeah, for sure. If anyone wants to look it up, I'm sure all of you guys have either seen it or heard about it, where the character actor playing Greedo in the Greedo suit was played by a woman, and there is a great shot of her wearing her high heels with the rest of the Greedo getup, because you weren't going to see her feet in a lot of the shots. So she just like slipped into her outfit with whatever shoe she had on that day, apparently, and Greedo's got legs for days. Unless Greedo is a woman, in which case it's fine.
I would hit that.
Yeah, like legs for days Greedo in like Killer. I think they were like these white pumps too. They were cute.
I would legit hit that.
I can only hear the
face. That little.
I can't do a Greedo face. Little...
Oh, those little antenna knobs. I would hit that so hard. I think I wanted to see if I could get one more out of this thing, but I don't think I can. Maybe. It won't be a pretty button, but I can get it.
You got it. I believe. All right. Question number 7. We had, I think, 9 questions, which is so many. But we are already on 7. Do you think green eggs and ham would taste good? I don't see why not.
Yeah. As long as it's not funky old ham. So long as the eggs are fresh.
It goes back to the food coloring thing for like, it's the same thing. It's just going to turn your mouth green.
Yeah.
I would eat them on a train.
I would eat them with pain.
This is my favorite question of all time on this entire list. If Yoda had a yoga studio, what classes would he teach and what would those classes be called? Evelyn Evermore, you are a gem for sending us this one.
Okay, I'm not a yoga expert, but I know that there is like a gentle yoga.
Mm-hmm.
And it's got like Shavasana or something like that. Or I don't know what it's called. Somebody recommended that I take it because I am falling apart. And I think he would teach that. There also exists a kind of yoga called chair yoga for seniors. People who can't get down on the ground and then get back up.
Yeah. He would teach chair yoga. I totally agree with that one. Yeah.
It would just be Savasana all night. Look, I made a Jack.
Oh, look how cute. I forget that he wears his Batman glasses in this illustration. So good.
That was the last one I think we can get out of this.
All right. The only class that I could think of that was funny, which is not yoga at all, but would be at a yoga studio, is Dagobah.
Oh,
Dagobah. So it would be like a bar class on Dagobah.
And this bar it's a workout kind of thing too, right? It's basically ballet workouts.
Yeah, it's using ballet techniques, but you're doing like Pilates style weight resistance, using your own body weight kind of stuff. So he would do that. He would make Luke do that too, with all the backflips and stuff. Make him do Dagobah. Mm-hmm.
I thought that's where he would go to drink. Would be the Dagobah.
He would go to the Dagobah. That would be a great business venture. Anyone wants to give me like $1 million to open a Star Wars themed bar, but we can't call it that because Disney would like get us. But I would call it the Dagobah.
I don't know, and I'm reluctant to even mention this. I don't know if you're familiar with regional slurs.
No,
national, like people insulting people from other countries.
I know some, but I don't know which one you're getting at here.
I believe Dago is one of the
Oh no.
insulting words.
So maybe not an actual business with that name. We'll just leave the pun to the Twitch stream. See, I didn't know that. If anyone is offended by what I just said, I was making a Star Wars pun. Oh no.
I mean, it's so not in use anymore, so it's
Gotcha.
I don't even know if it has the context that it once did, and I honestly don't remember
Like who
who
it
it
even
was
applied
insulting.
to. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's like I appreciate that nowadays. WAP is a wet ass pussy, and it doesn't mean what it meant like 50 years ago, and now we can just say it. You know, just because that's a good thing. We love that. We're not insulting anybody.
Empowering profanity.
That would be the name of our bar, Empowering Profanity.
I would totally run a place called Empowering Profanity.
Right? Sorry,
Damn.
You were showing me your zip pouch.
Broke.
Oh no.
I don't know how to fix this.
Bummer.
It's broke for life.
Really cute too. I feel like we would serve I'm already planning this new bar called Empowering Profanity because it would be like an empowering place. Like we would make sure like people were paid fairly. We'd have like all the bartenders would be like unionized and then like the drinks would be like 5% of our profits would go to this nonprofit and like, you know, and each of the drinks would be like a different not slur, like bad word. You'd just be like, we're gonna empower you. It'd be like the S-bomb.
The pissa. The pissa.
Bloody Mary. Emphasis on bloody. That's a Bloody Mary right there.
Bloody Mary.
You could have one. This is not like anywhere where we're gonna get in trouble for saying this. I would make kind of like the Chai Dark and Stormy, but it would be called like the shitstorm.
It was the Dark and Stormy Chai. It's called It Was a Dark and Stormy Chai. That's what I call it. Exactly. So because it's a drink for ambiance. It was a dark and stormy chai.
I'm those of you who are I don't know if anybody printed those out yet. Let me know if you have, because I'm very excited about all those drink cards that we're gonna have now from the In Between show.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna have like a collection. We're gonna have to put them together in like a little book.
Yeah. Let me put these face up and take photos of them so that you can see what I made.
Yeah. Please do. We have, friends, one more question.
I'm ready.
Now, when I first saw this news, I thought it was a meme. I thought it was a joke.
Wait, are they really?
This is not. Hollywood is planning to make Shrek 5. We are just desecrating the corpse of everything we love for money.
Late stage capitalism is happening now.
It's why we're opening the Empowering Profanity bar. It's our way of taking a stand. I'm gonna say no. I loved the Puss in Boots like spin-off movies. I thought they were a great idea.
Puss in Boots movies were great.
You're using the franchise, but you're telling a brand new story with a familiar character going in a totally different direction. You could do like a donkey prequel movie. You could do like the dragon and what she's up to, or like, I don't know, set it in the same universe, but I don't think you should continue Shrek's story. What are his kids gonna go to college now? Like ye old college? Like what are we doing? What is this movie? We already did a prequel.
Honestly, I don't know what happened with the latest Shrek movie, so I'm not caught up.
I think that if I'm correct, because it's been a million years, I think that the first one, which by the way, the second Shrek movie, in my opinion, you don't have to agree with me, but is the superior Shrek movie. It's so good.
Really?
I love that. I mean, the first one is what it is, and it is perfection. And I appreciate it for just changing the cultural zeitgeist, which is a very fancy way of saying like everyone loves it and it affected everybody. But the second movie is a superior movie. It's chef's kiss. There's nothing wrong with it. It's perfect. Uh, and then I think the third one, they had like little Shrek babies running around doing like Shrek stuff. And then the fourth movie was some weird alternate universe where then like they fixed what they broke and then everything was back to normal, if I recall. I feel like someone's gonna correct me. Like they're gonna be like, that is not the plot of Shrek 4.
I thought that was a Puss in Boots movie. I don't know. I'm making it up.
No, because there were two Puss in Boots movies too. So I don't look it up. I'll look it up. All right, so Shrek 2 was all about like meeting Fiona's parents, and then there was a plot for her to marry Prince Charming instead of Shrek, and like we all know that one. Shrek the third. Come on. Oh, it is not responding to me. I think Shrek the third is the one where they find King Arthur and Rumpelstiltskin, and he like makes a wish.
Oh, wow.
And then the fourth one, right? Shrek Forever After. Yeah, it's a dark alternate timeline where Rumpelstiltskin rules supreme because Shrek made a wish that was wrong. And then they have to fix
I
it.
think I did see a clip of that.
Yeah. So then hang on, the Puss in Boots movies. I love that this is what our AMA has turned into.
Look, man, we are unchaperoned right now, so it's basically you and me hanging out, doing whatever the fuck we want to.
So good. This is what AMAs are all about. They're not asking anything. It's just us. Okay, it's the origin story of Puss in Boots, but he is also he's stealing magic beans. He teams up with a girl cat, and then the Last Wish was that really good movie that just came out recently. And that's the one he's down to the last of his 9 lives. And he's like trying to escape the bounty hunter, the big bad wolf is like coming to get him. He's like on his last life. He's like, oh no. And then yeah. I don't want to give too much away because if you haven't seen that movie, it's really good.
I haven't. I have only seen Shrek 1 and 2, and I would like to watch. Are they on the Disney Plus channel, or are they?
So. Hang on. Yeah, find where you can watch it. Because I think they are. I think you're right. It's on Prime, Amazon Prime. It's on Peacock, but that's the Puss in Boots ones. Let me see if the Shrek ones. But yeah, if you want to watch an animated movie that's really good, definitely watch that second.
Okay.
Netflix, Netflix Prime.
On Netflix.
Where are you gonna Shrek is on Netflix. Yep.
All right, maybe I'll check that out.
That's what it says. But yeah, Kara, our answer is there's already good Shrek movies. No more. Or at least that's my answer. No more.
So yes or no? I mean, I have no opinion. I've got no skin in the game. But I think it's tired. But, how many Friday the 13th movies have they made?
That is true. If you're going to do it justice, then go for it. But if you're just going to
Yeah.
Anyway. All right. Now, my friends, we would usually ask if anybody here has any questions, but it is a summer Friday, which means you guys are going to watch this later.
Actually, a really nice day. Yeah.
Oh, it was beautiful today. I would like to take a minute to make sure that you guys already know this, but we have shows Monday through Thursday every single week. And if you are not currently following, I don't think a single one of you doesn't follow us on Facebook, but there's also Instagram and TikTok and Facebook. If you're not on Facebook, part of the Discord, I'm sure you all are. That's how you find how to get here. Anything else? Our moderators are amazing, especially Rev Tommy, who got us through the worst of the internet outage problem last night. So once again,
and also got Engage it.
Yes.
Congratulations again.
Yeah, congratulations. That's so awesome. We're so happy. We're so happy for him. And also, like, Miss Fiance Ma'am is one of my favorite people to comment because everything she says is always hilariously funny. And I'm just like, this pairing can do no wrong. So.
What's his fiance's screen name?
I think she's Lil Kitten something, isn't she?
If she is, she's brilliant.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like 99% sure that's who it is. If it's not, I just disregard this. But I'm like 99% sure that's I know. Like super funny. Super entertaining. All right, we have the shows Monday through Friday. Yes. And stay tuned because we're gonna put out dates for the next AMA and the next contest. So thank you, Mab, for joining us or Green Mab, you're Green Mab today. For joining us for this fantastic, ridiculous lineup of questions.
Thanks for asking.
With your I love the buttons so much.
I just sent you a text with all the buttons.
Wait. All right, I'm gonna open this after we go off live. Have a fantastic weekend, everyone. Thank you so much for being here whenever you're here, and we will see you on the next one. Bye, friends.
Bye, friends.